Welcome back here. We're going to be diving into the action on Overpass sAw versus HEET here on the ESL Challenger Season 45.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this first map is going to shape up. Overpass, historically, been a bit of a question mark for sAw. So looking to see if maybe they've evened out some of those creases as they attempt to onboard their newest player.
I'm interested to see if he's going to be able to fit into the mix. I'm also, you know, X-Real, as we mentioned, not already being fitted into the mold for his team too well. Going to be making their way nice and slowly over towards the A site. Presence is now known. The flash is going to be coming out. Story gets the first kill, but Lucky hits the shot in return. C250 not being able to hit the shots. Roman going to be on site behind yellows at the moment. Has to start backing him up. It's going to be Mutra. It's the IGL. The pressure's coming onto the side. Actually doesn't get the kill. It's actually going to be Lucky with a double. He's on 3 now. Good attack. Lackluster defense. It's now going to be Roz and Ujerks, two of the newest players. Ujerks impressed me before. It's now their time to shine. Exercise peeks around the corner. Not going to get a chance to shoot. Lucky gets the kill, and there we go. Ujerks picks up 2. But it's not going to be enough, Sam.
All right, I've now figured out why X-Rail struggles to get on the board. It's because Lucky steals all the kills. He stole like 3 kills in that round. little, his whole team going, come on, bro, come on. Although I will say I'm one of those players that when I'm with someone and I can see them firing at someone and I get the kill, I yell, kill steal, and I run away. So you know what? I do respect it. I do respect it. Unfortunately, that means that sAw in a bit of a sticky situation here. So a bit of a force to come through here with some stronger pistols, and hopefully they can wrestle back some control.
5-7's an absolute horrible mess to deal with when you're in this connected position. So X-Guy's gonna have to be careful, especially as he's got one of the AKs. If he loses that to one of those players, that can be quite the upgrade for sAw. I'm sure he might be able to stay alive here. Going in with X-Ray, he's going to be the potential lamb to the slaughter. Definitely tested the presence here. Finds the first kill. Not the second one's going to get traded out now. The 5-7 is in his favorable miss. Headshot comes through once again. They kill 3 of the players. The trades coming in thick and fast. Roman has to be careful here. The bomb is at the top of that connected position at the moment. They have 2 guns, AK as well on Araz. You know, question his positioning, but they're not sure where everyone is. Maybe they didn't see the bomb here. It's also an AK potentially available, which they have to leave. Lucky can't make a sound cue here. The push. It's coming through, or else his crosshair placement might be a little bit questionable there. He does fix it in the end. They're making their way through. There is an AK, but Roman doesn't want to give away their push, their presence. It's unable to upgrade from it at the moment. Lucky. Okay, it's being called. It's for down the bomb. The kill's going to be coming through. Ujerks, Roman going down. It's going to be the new player. His first match on this lineup in a clutch situation. Peeks around, denies the bomb plant. 19 seconds. It's going to be Maka going in for the peak. Can't quite see them. The plant's going through. Roz is going to have to wait, but if he leaves it too long, this player is going to be able to get in a good counter position. And there we go. The lock is in place. Maka 1v1 on the amp. Goes over the spray. Gets the kill. There we go. Roz almost being able to bring that through. 15 HP on Maka, but not quite able to close it in.
Maka, one of the newer players, as we mentioned before, has had a really good streak with the team so far in the last 3 or so months that he's been here. And in a very important clutch situation there, he's able to maintain that bomb and get that final kill of the round. So well done there. Lucky, on the other hand, it's not luck. That is pure skill. He has been phenomenal in these first couple of rounds. And made what was a very, very advantageous position for sAw a complete nightmare with the 2 kills that he was able to get. So this has been really solid performance from some of the key HEET players, and sAw, after forcing into those pistols, now very little cash left for themselves.
See if that economy can control, can switch sides. See if sAw are going to be able to buy into that following round. If they, if they get a couple of kills here, Sam, that'd be pretty golden. And HEET seemingly might fall into the web at the moment. The rotation over towards B. A couple of nades on their side, a couple of P250s as well. You can see a nade is currently equipped via Roman. Ready to throw it out the pushes coming out at the moment. The first kill comes out from Maka, going in for the second one as well, making quick work of them with the Mac 10. Loads of money in the bank, pulls out the USB, he goes in for another one. Good work, Story with 2 kills. Unfortunately, not going to have the quite amount of damage that they would have wished.
Guess you could say he was macking quick work of them? Huh? No worse than anything you've ever said, ever. I will say that it was a bit weird because he gets it onto site and the player spots him, and then, like, so he sees the guy, runs past him, reverses, fires in on the player, and then carries on to then get a second kill and followed up with a third. So it was a bit of a weird situation going on there, but well done to maintain that control. Now sAw finally have a buy that they can string together. Story has picked up the AWP, and that's quite an investment here. And once again, sAw put themselves in a knife's edge position. They spend all of that cash. They're suffering in terms of limited utility and limited armor, but they've done it, and it better work out.
This is the kind of team that sAw are. They like playing right on the knife's edge, pushing the limits. We've seen them pick into Overpass multiple times last year and just across the seasons and lose it so many times, but it doesn't stop them. This time it's not their pick. They do know well. So I'm interested to see how this new player is going to be coming into it. Story with the AWP. He is an absolute beast. He is pretty good at playing aggressive. Double switch. Roman gets caught off guard. The flash comes out. Story misses his shot. Oh god, not like this. He's under a lot of pressure. They're going to have a good idea where he may well be. The flash going to be coming out from at the T side. He's unable to really see what's going on. Holding this angle. He knows there's a player coming up close to him. The gun's being heard. He goes down. The trade from Utris. But he's going to get traded down himself. Ujerks over towards B. Finds a kill. But now in a 2v3, this is going to be super spicy. Might be going in for the boost. No, going in separately on this front. A little bit questionable. We'll have to see if Jericho is going to be able to find the skill. Next on the headshot. No, Ujerks! Counter shot. Maka from toilets. Peeking in, goes for the shots, but he falls, and that's going to be the kills they need. A little bit too close to the wire, and the money's going to be hurting on their side. An AWP will get picked up by Ujerks, I imagine. There we go, it has done. So Diffuse comes in at the very last possible moment.
Some solid utility usage there from HEET. Genuinely, to get themselves in onto the site, to completely discombobulate Story, push him off of his angles, force him into weird positions, force him out into the open, push him, get him taken down off the board. Very well done. sAw, however, had a good retake, and a lot of that comes to do with HEET. You know, they have one player pulling right off the site, pushing out towards bathroom, and obviously you're on the lookout for any player that might be pushing in from that side, but really good cross angles held from sAw, gives them a lot of space to push in, and with the numbers being slightly dwindled on the actual site, they take good advantage of it.
I want to see more of that utility play. It's his chance to now come back, slap back. They have been just under a continual amount of pressure from sAw over the last couple of rounds. They obviously got the bonus round in the bag, but it was still costly. They lost 2 players on that round, if I remember correctly. And going into this, if they can win this, then sure, they're going to break the economy of sAw, but they're in the same kind of position where if they lose this one, they could force into their next one, but it's not going to be comfortable. Especially with how dependent they've seemingly been on utility. Maka lining up the molly over towards that short position. It's been planned. Initial position is going to be Outdraws going in for the multi-spray. It's going to be a triple! His first triple on his team, and now Jericho falls to the wayside. The whole team are in on it. That's got to feel good.
That was solid. Good chunk of damage from Util very early on, and then as the team starts pushing in towards Monster, a nice deep angle held from Arrows. I mean, he's waiting for them to push through that smoke. A little ridiculous that he's able to get 3 there without any sort of trade back. This wasn't a pistol round. This was one of those rounds where he should and could realistically have traded that out, but well done to Arrows, you know, new player showing his mettle here, performing incredibly well. It's a good start, and they're about to even out the scoreline.
Oh, Story hits the shot, going in for another one. It was pretty much a collateral. Doesn't quite get it. Back-to-back triples, even though it was a Obviously an eco round or pistol round, it still makes it work. Gotta love it. Padding up his stats right off the bat, and that's what you get for having the A4 instead of the A1. You get those extra bullets.
Sometimes the spray and pray dream becomes a reality. But as you said, that was a pistol round from HEET, so it was just a monster rush. They run through, they get completely dismantled, and that was more or less how that round was always going to go. We've evened things up now on an even playing field, economically as well. Neither one of these two teams terribly comfortable. sAw will be comfortable by the end of this round if they can bring it home, especially if they don't lose any players, but HEET on a knife's edge.
Good first kill. Story playing it very aggressive. Last time I cast him, this was exactly what he was doing. Aggressive up towards that position or in towards mid and playing a few weird angles. Like this one. It's a fairly spicy one, fairly aggressive one. AWP, oh Maka. Creeps and crawls his way around that bin. Hits the headshot, Roman falls. Story is still over towards Long. Gets the kill on Textiles as well, denies the long position. Maka though gets his second. It's going to be Mushra's going down. The bomb is still not on site yet. Story, he has his back turned. He's looking over towards Long. He spots out this player. He misses the shot, but not the second. That is the bomb lost. X-Ray letting down his team. Creeps a lot towards Long, misses it now. Realizing Story is in a huge amount of trouble. They have to get the rotation on. Jericho trying to bait out the shot, hasn't quite managed to do it. Harris is going to be falling down. Jericho is going to be bouncing along at the moment. He goes in for the peek. He gets the shot as well. This man, they're playing on the knife's edge. Exactly what we talked about. They now know where the last player is. They've seen the gun. And that is going to be a save.
Positioning from Story was wild. Not a save?
No, he managed to pick up a piece of utility. I mean, hell, oh. This kid has got balls. He's going in for the peek here. Going in for the shoulder peek. The body. It kills Story. This round has legs on. He goes in for the spray. But he can't quite manage to get it now. All this player has to do is run. He doesn't have to do anything else. Maka, you absolute mad lad. I have such respect for that play.
That was nuts. Being able to pick up that incendiary. I wonder if that was him or if somebody in the sideline was like, hey, yo, he's low. We've done damage to him. Just go grab a molly and like shut it down. But that was incredibly smart. Unfortunately, and he comes close to getting that last kill as well, but just cannot quite do it. And if he had, that would have been an insane clutch. But I loved Story's positioning there. So he takes that really, really deep, aggressive push down long and is able to get the first kill there, repositions over towards Party, gets a second kill. So that is already shutting things down. But meanwhile, while that's happening, Maka has pushed up past Toilet all the way up onto the A site. So now Story, it's in like a 50-50, right? He's either in a dangerous spot where he is going to get no value or he's going to get deleted, or he's going to be given all the space he needs to re-push back up long, and anytime anyone walks into his crosshair, he's just going to shut them down. And it was option B that he decided to go with. So Story does a lot of work there to maintain some of that control and to get them into the position where they're in a 2v1 clutch.
Mad respect. Story. Watching him is always fun. Gives me some anxiety at times, wondering if he's going to be able to stay alive, and, well, he managed to for far too long into that last round. Should have been taken out. But Maka, God, his play there, obviously who knows who it was down to, but being able to one save the AWP, but go in for that clutch. God, like, those are the kind of plays we need to see to be able to try and take these teams to the next level. And that's what these guys are trying to do right now. They've been struggling on the bigger stage, as it were. Pistols galore on their side. AWP on Maka at the moment. He's going to be the main one, looking to take this initial shot. I suspect they're going to be one to go for the boost. There we go. Good movement. They know where player is. It's been positioned. There's also issue now that they've activated saw's defense. And Story, he's just creeping up. He's played aggressive. And they should have knowledge that this is a pistol round, or at least going to be a low buy. So he's pushing up against guns which potentially have the advantage on this. He's holding this close, this sharp pixel angle. Flash could come out and blind him. He sees the action coming through. He's still going in for the aggressive peek. He's going to be holding the angle, gets the first shot, beats it towards Toilet, but he's going to fall. Roman finds one, but the AWP is dropped. Maka takes down Roman. Mutrus deep on site at the moment. Going to be holding this off position. Going to go for the spray. Hits one, but falls. The wall bang through the side of the wall gets the kill. This round should not go in their way. The molly's going to be coming through the flick and the smoke. Maka, he's alive. He's kicking. Arados left in a 1 of the 2. He failed this last time. Let's see if he can make it this time. 2 AWPs to play up against at the moment. The bomb is not planted in the best positions for him. He's got a limited amount of bullets and no life. Maka. Fantastic play. Is down 15 kills.
This was great from HEET. It's a round that they probably shouldn't have been able to come out on top of. All they had really was the AWP. But they take a nice slow push through that bathroom position. And while Story is able to get 1, he's instantly traded out because he's a little bit too deep. And there isn't enough backup from the rest of sAw. And HEET are then able to overrun the site. Even with just their pistols, they take a slower approach. They get in close because obviously if they try and take a long-range battle, they're done for. There's no way they win. So they close that distance. They get into these close quarters, into these kind of smaller positions where they're in a slightly more advantageous position, and they work that advantage. And Maka with the AWP is a little bit scary. That shot through the smoke, I think he may have like spotted the toe, you know, and it's just that awareness to spot him through that smoke, get that kill, and yeah, there was 1 player left, so it was a fairly easy clutch at that point with how many players HEET had left alive. But there's some really smart plays coming through from this roster so far. It is still a little bit back and forth, but you'd expect sAw to be doing a little bit better here on the CT side.
See if they can turn it around. This force buy coming in. No extra armor board. That is what I like to see. Oh, exercise what you're doing. Doesn't clear the angles. He's going to pay for it with his life. Emergency Molotov came out. Smoke to follow up. Unfortunately, kills the usefulness of that smoke for the most part. Still going to play some defensive measure, but not to its full level. 2 players down on the side of HEET right off the bat. This is looking pretty good for sAw, but after how HEET have been playing, I'm not going to write them off until they actually end up losing a round, because Maka took it all the way to the last couple of moments before losing a round a few rounds ago. We still have a minute left.
Maka's a monster. He's on 15 and 4. Like, that is just unreal at the moment. Speaking of real, X-Real, we mentioned it, right? He's been a little bit of a slow start for HEET. Hasn't really had the best performance since joining the roster, and while there are kind of growing pains that you have to work through, he's still relatively new here. There's still a lot of cohesion that needs to be ironed out, but it's not great. It's not the best look.
Give him some more time. Give him a little bit of leeway. And although Arados is on a pretty good scoreline, 8-5 rather, 2 of those triple kills. One of them was absolutely solid. The second one was obviously versus pistols. It was a lot easier to get with one of them being on about 10 HP from being tagged with an AWP. And for whatever reason, you know, HEET were deciding to just wait that one out.
Fair enough, I guess. Weirdest save. I don't know. Give over a round. Make sure you come into the next round with something that you can accomplish. Don't give over extra cash unnecessarily in the form of kills. It's a weird one. See if it works out. It's one of those things you gotta wait and see. You gotta watch and find out, well, did it actually do anything, or was it just weird?
Yeah. Doing a reset on that round. I mean, it still keeps them all in the same sort of issue on a monetary front. They've got extra, obviously, round loss bonus now going into the following round, so they can still go in for a partial buy. Well, I say partial buy. It'll be a pistol and maybe some armor and some util. Into the next one, if they do lose this, depending on if they get the bomb down or not, Flash going to be coming through. Jericho's going to get flashed out. Howdar's with that. Nade does a lot of damage. Oh, Mutra's going for the jump shots. Almost gets the kill. 1 HP on X-Real. If you're him, you're like, seriously? Me? Why? He wants to try and get some kills here, help out his team, and he's just not having any luck. So there's a lot of information out of play here. Waiting for Ujux to potentially go for that counter wallbang through that B short position. Would be able to hit over towards Maka with the AWP, but no real reason to take those initial shots. He's trying to wait to see if anyone's going to go in for the push. Exercise and Joker are going to be those two players. Over towards A, there's a bit of a distraction. It's going to cause potentially an over-rotation here from the players. Lucky's going to have to dedicate himself to the cause. Ujux is still here. The push coming out over towards B. Story's able to find out one, and coming in from the sidelines, Ujux is going to be able to get a kill. Story going to be holding down towards Monster at the moment, waiting for the aggressive push. And oh no, they've lost the bomb. They've lost the time. Good attempt, but deflected.
Yeah, going for that slower style, it can work out, but we've seen this so often where teams slow it down, but they leave it too late. And by the time they try to make an execute, try to move in onto the site, they'll lose a player or two, and there's just nothing to be done at that point, especially once they've lost control of the bomb as well. They haven't been able to get a kill for themselves, so everything just falls apart at the seams. So that save starting to look more questionable again. And coming into this, there's very, very little to work with. So this is, we talk about the knife's edge, right? This is the knife's edge here for HEET. If they lose this round, their economy is completely broken.
It is a bit concerning. Not quite sure where exactly this is going to be placing them. 7 rounds of the board, so would be looking very pretty. That being said, we haven't seen this lineup on HEET, or at least I haven't on Overpass on their TC. So we'll have to wait and see. X-Rail, he has a chance to shine. They're going to go for the double push. He finds one, but the trade is real and is made. X-Rail goes down. Takes it apart. Maka falls. Good shot from Story. Good information. He's got a player push up in towards that aggressive position at the moment. They may not realize he's going to be there. It's going to be Roman. Him and Story know how to play off each other very well. They've been together in the same team for a long time now. Oh, God. Good informational play. And the footsteps are going to be allowing Roman to just push up aggressive behind them. This should shut them down as long as he's not found. And now Story knows that he can just reposition and give up that long position. And Lucky has no idea that this is going to happen. And coming up from behind them. Oh, Exercise, he looks behind him, but at the wrong moment. Oh no, the rotation might come through. Story sees them, goes up the wallbang, misses a shot. He's going to have to try and defend this. He takes out the bomb holder. He's unsure how many other players are going to be here. He goes down, but he takes down Lucky. Exercise, 4 HP and a dream. The bomb is picked up, but it doesn't matter. Roman, he's able to get the kill. That moment, Sam, Exercise, looked back, didn't see him, and they just moved out of sightline, and Roman didn't see them and moved down to Underpass.
The positioning was so good as well. Like, Roman pushing up from behind is so key. But another key moment is just how good Story is, because so he's able to get one. So he has to reposition. He misses the first shot. He connects the second. And moments before he's killed, under fire, he's still able to get another kill. That in and of itself is instrumental in pushing them over the edge to being able to win out that round. And with this being a pistol, I'll take this moment to just, this just in, folks. sAw has a new coach, which neither of us noticed because we're plebs from time to time, which is pretty damn exciting. So a new player, a new coach, there's a lot of positive change here for the sAw roster.
Well, hopeful positive change. We'll have to wait and see.
Right.
I mean, Arky's an absolute legend. Him going down is going to be a difficult one. Well, X-Real starts it off spicy, he gets the kill. The trade's going to be coming in thick and fast. Roman with 2 of his own. Mutuous with kill and a headshot on towards Maka. Good attempt, but no dice. I imagine. I am excited to see how this coach does, though. Just to you know, finish off on that point. I am excited. Arky was good, but obviously they weren't getting the results. Yeah,
I mean that I think was pretty evident. And this new coach has only been on the roster for just over a week, so you won't see immediate results. But I'm definitely seeing an improvement on sAw from what we have seen in the past, and obviously Arrows has been a solid pickup for the roster. Story is still very much the story of the team at the moment, but
Roman, he's gonna get spotted out, but thinks one, goes for the second shot, gets the kill. Ujux with a nice trade-off. 2 for 1. Take that any day. And, well, Arrows, the new player we talk about, keep talking about, is doing so well in his debut game here versus HEET. And Story is being Story. He likes playing aggressive, likes messing with the opposition. And there you go. Through the park area, gets the kill. Picks up the opposition's AWP, so he knows that he's killing them with their own gun.
HEET in so much danger now. And again, that economy just like continues being a problem round after round because they can't pick up more rounds. And it's funny because when we were at 4-4, I was like, oh, we're expecting sAw to be doing a little bit better on their CT side, and they go ahead and win 5 rounds in a row and have made life an absolute misery for HEET. Looks like we could have a Tech 9 rush here.
They are playing aggressive. This is what we want to see. Straight up into the position. Mixture's going to be able to find one. Going to get traded out. The information is now there. Roman going to have to try and back up here. He's the only one close to the A site. His teammate has now joined him. It's going to be Ujux. Ujux has been a solid addition to the lineup as well. I'm not going to lie. I am liking where this Portuguese team is going. Let's just see if it's enough to destroy the hopes and dreams of this French roster, HEET. And the French scene really is in turmoil. I'm not really having much luck in the last year or so. Thought HEET might be able to bring the fire in back on the horizon, but it's not to be. Roman onto Joko. The rifle there over towards Long. Oh. Roman fools. Ujux with the AK. Make quick work with the players. The team comes through. It's not going to be enough. Lucky fools, and another round on the board. 10 rounds. We go into the final round of this half.
And at least in this round, HEET have some money to spend, so they don't go into the last round on, like, pistols, which can be terrifying in and of itself. They have an opportunity to get themselves one more round here, to have a little bit more room to breathe once we swap sides. Because if you go in with with a really low score line, you don't have a lot of opportunities, you don't have a lot of time to turn things around unless you win Pistol Force bonus, right? So you want to give yourself a little bit more space. Hopefully they can do that with this round.
Joko looking to try and open up an area, but unfortunately going to be completely flashed off. Ujux is going to have to be careful. Person decides to actually push through that smoke. Good, Arados is going to get flashed out here. Acting kind. The spray comes through. He fools Maka with the kill, but unfortunately he is now one of 2 players left alive. Him and Lucky. And Roman has Lucky's number. Goes in. The peek headshot comes out. They're looking to try and really make a statement here. 11-4 is likely on the books unless Maka can work some of his magic. 11-4, bit of a cursed number. In the CS scene, you tend to see the times. Oh, there you go. Final kill comes out. Pretty interesting. Let's go into a break and we'll be back with the second half momentarily.
break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, hurt you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than your rescue? I'm feeling kinda used, yeah, like a drug that you take when you're sick of crying all your tears away. Is that all I am? All I want is for you to be happy. You know this ain't healthy. Do I make you happy? How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, what you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue? I'm doing everything he doesn't do, but I'm still not enough. Even your parents know I'm good for you, but
Well, the first half did not go the way that Heat maybe expected it to. 11-4 in favor of sAw. For this pistol round, it is so important for Heat. They are going to need this if they want any opportunity of turning it around, and that is not the start they wanted.
No, seems like sAw have a different story to tell. Maka, with the Julies though. Starting off nice with the nice cowboy guns, but the trade's going to be coming in. Story, good shots. The trade's going to be coming through. Lucky with the Julies and Joko. With the USB, U-Jerk's last there left alive. Lock in hand, hits the headshot. It's not going to be enough to kill them. At range, you don't want to be facing those Ratters really. And he's going to be out of bullets. An exercise comes in from behind and gets the kill. Good defense from Heat.
Really well done holding the line there. It was a little touch and go. Obviously, that first kill comes through from sAw, but it felt like their push onto the site was a little bit messy, a little bit uncoordinated. Weren't 100% sure of where those Heat players were, so there's a lot of kind of panicked looking around and trying to find out where those players are, and Heat take advantage of that panic very, very nicely, so they're going to get a nice little buy for themselves here, and if they can win this and the bonus, then they at least have a chance.
Well, I definitely am interested to see how Arrows and, well, the rest of the team do with this new lineup. We saw really dominant CT side after, you know, a couple of failed rounds, but, you know, pistol rounds, bonus rounds, they can go either way. It's all about this, these next few rounds, and as we go into the flip side where sAw, you have to go straight up against Heat, and sAw do not have a good history on this map. What were the stats on that again? What are they looking like?
It was like 28% win on the last 3 months. This is not great.
Brutal. And a new player as well is going to change it up completely. So there are some random numbers on it. 11-4, as I mentioned before we went into the quick break there, is a bit of a cursed number. So it could go the other way. Arazos has found himself in an interesting position. Somehow made his way all the way over towards Monster. I think he's been allowed that area as exercises playing a little bit deeper in towards that short position as they've got that short area held. So this is actually going to bait in these players. All down to this last one. If Aristos gets in the information, no, never mind. Peeked on over. Short position, XL's going to go in for the first kill. Udrugs with 1. It's rather easy though, but coming in from the sidelines. That's going to be a kill. That's now a rifle in the hands as well. The peek comes through. Lucky gets 1. It's going to be the deagle in the hands of Story. He's going to go in for the plant. He wants his money for his team, and he's going to get it just at the right time. So he still keeps money. Almost going to be able to get it, but not enough bullets. Perhaps the deagle was the right call for that, but no. Still, what a round.
Phenomenal round for sAw. They completely dismantled the bonus, which means that HEET almost have to entirely reinvest in the next round. Not only that, their setup was fantastic. Getting their players into those positions to make sure that they could collapse in onto the site. So good. And HEET struggled. Towards the end, okay, 2v1, I think he ran out of bullets after that first kill, which was really unfortunate. Reload animation begins and not able to, you know, clutch out that last kill. But it was probably one of the best results sAw could have asked for, given what they went into that round with, which was like next to nothing. If you're looking just on paper, that round was brilliant. And they can come into this round with a super strong buy off the back of that. They're even buying the AWP for Story. Having that in his hands could be exactly what they need here. And as predicted, right, after completely dismantling that bonus, HEET come into this with this really broken spend. It's not ideal by any measure. And so this next round, like if HEET lose this round, they are in serious trouble.
Yeah, we'll have to be looking at, I wouldn't say quite cool on the map there, but if they do lose this, they're going to be really on the back foot. Good movement from Jericho with that nade, but Story, he doesn't care. He's got an AWP. Getting hit by that nade doesn't really worry him too much. Or else going to be on the other side of the smoke towards Monster exercise. He's not going to be playing around too much. He's only got the FAMAS. It's actually 2 of them with. They haven't got the upgraded rifles works around this area. Down, but he's going to fall. Oh, God. That is detrimental. 2 players right off the bat going to die. Arrow's going to be peeking back over towards Monster. He's taking up this mantle towards Monster. This is his domain. He wants to make sure these players and everyone else knows. He knows how to play aggressive against it. It's an area that he defends as well on the CT side. So it makes sense for him to be playing aggressive and being the anchor player for his team. Meanwhile, HEET, we've got 2 players over towards A at the moment. Udrak's going to be the first one facing with Mutrus. The killer IGL, as some people have called him in the past when I've casted with them. As he is actually solid in regards to being able to get kills usually. Today, not so much. Mainly because Story and Udrak's have been doing all the damage here.
Oh, this is so good from sAw, man. They make all that noise on B. HEET figure it's going to be a fake. sAw know that HEET is going to figure that it's going to be a fake, and they just rotate back over towards B, which is a completely free site, thanks to arrows. And now they get a free plant. And it's a 3v5 retake with Udrak's in a perfect position to cut off the rotations.
It's just absolutely nuts, and Udrak's gets the kill. It's a trade. Teammate did go down, and now they're looking to try and cut these players off at the hill. Slice their tendons and really take away their guns. Lucky looking to try and stay alive here. He's going to be struggling. The damage comes out, but he's still going to have to contend with 4 players, and Roman's coming up from behind. He's stuck between a hard place and Roman. And, well, no Trojan horse this time is going to save Roman. He falls. Lucky looking to stay alive as they don't want to send any more people too aggressively his way. They'll just hold it. They don't have much money, keep in mind, on the sAw side.
That was a good call from sAw. Oh! All right. Last second Ferrari peek there from Mutrus to get that last kill. Like a nice reposition from him, because he's taken quite a bit of damage while kind of juking it out in the bathrooms, and rotates around. Lucky thinks, oh, maybe I'll be able to take this rifle into the next round. But no dice. Again, that round from sAw was so good. The mind games that were being played, the molly that comes out as they're executing onto the B site to force HEET to have to rotate back through toilets or down long, you know, something to that effect. And then shutting it down with U-jerks. So good.
Good initial kill. It'll be a bit of an upset if they do manage to well, if Heat managed to win this round, ideally they want to try and do as much damage to the economy of sAw and try to lessen the blow of that previous one, and they're going to be doing a good job at it. They collapse in on Roman, pick up a gun, a kill as well. Information is here. Lucky takes a couple of shots, but also receives a few. Down to 43 HP right now. Jericho, Exercise, Xreal being rather lackluster on the team right now. Macro and Lucky being trying to do their best to carry them forward, but Lucky goes down. That is not a good sign. Macro with the upgraded rifle, that might bring some hope, but he's not in the right position. At least at this moment.
Good positioning here from Heat, but I think that this push up long could be exactly what sAw need to do. They do need to be aware of a rotation through bathrooms here, and it looks like Story is aware. There you go.
Switches up the AWP. It's going to be Xreal on the close quarters. Mutra's going to be the first one going in for the peak. Might he meet his end? Headshot comes through. Xreal has to hit another one. Unable to connect that last bird, and that's going to be a save for Maka. I mean, sAw, I'm impressed. I did come into this thinking sAw should be able to take this one, the series, but I didn't expect them to do this well on Overpass.
I mean, it's something that we mentioned before. We've seen sAw play on Overpass a few times, particularly, this was about a year ago, but they kept picking into it and they kept losing it, and we kept going, why? And we interviewed them at a point and they were like, because we know how to play the map and we're just making stupid mistakes. And so we keep thinking, well, we're going to pick into it because we know how to play it, and then we keep making those same mistakes. So it's good to see that in that time, look, a year in esports is basically a lifetime. So there's been a lot of work that's been put into this and getting themselves comfortable on this map again. They still have a really, really bad win rate on this map, but you also have to bear in mind some of the teams that they've been coming up against recently. Like, these have not been easy matches. OG, Mouse, Virtus Pro, Monty, you know, these are the caliber of teams that they've been playing in the last few months. So you can't just look at the map. You've also got to look at, well, who are they playing against? Now in ECL, where it's very much an even kilt for a lot of these teams, they have that opportunity to show, you know, that little bit of extra experience, I suppose.
I think Arrows has been a perfect part of the maybe strategy that Mutrus has been trying to implement into this. Because he's like, this should work. Why is it not working? These strategies are perfect. All right, well, we'll switch out a player. Sorry, Just. We're going to have to see how Arrows does. And, I mean, I'm not going to lie. His position over towards that B area has won them a couple of rounds. He's gotten them a lot of information. It was a pistol round as well, where he managed to play very deep into the site. He got all the information, played a good distraction as well. And that's the kind of play you want to be seeing. So, it's definitely a good sign. But as you mentioned, the teams they played previously on this is, you know, probably one of the reasons why they lost so many times on this map. So ECL is a good proving ground for them to try and get their foot into the door back with the lineup. Oh, good initial spray down. Oh god, Exercise, Xreal falling like dominoes. Last player alive. I mean, Joko, if you can get anything here, it'd be a good thing. But he's going to be meeting up. Oh. Bomb has been planted. Okay, I thought he was going to play aggressive, but no, he does back off.
Yeah, he's only really got the deagle to take into the next round, but every cent counts. Especially when you're on this much of a losing streak. sAw are going to posture themselves to be one round away from map point. So Heat need to come up with a plan here. And there've been a few pauses that have come out, but despite that, Heat have struggled to make the necessary adaptations, and particularly here on the CT side, because they won the pistol, but they lost the force. And because of that, the momentum that they should have been able to gain from winning the pistol, all of that extra cash, all of those extra rounds, it came to naught because they could not convert. Well, they did win the second round, sorry, but they had their economy broken. So in the third round, where they should have had a bonus, it was very, very broken. And that has set them on a path of economic destruction. They're in a massive recession at the moment. They're forcing in with every cent they have. And on the next round, which will be probably map point, they could be in trouble.
looking good. He needs to really turn up. And that's exactly what they're doing there. Extra with that first kill onto Story. That's the biggest hitter on the opposition now down. Harris going to be in good position to go for the trade-off here, but it has to be careful. Fall down before it's too late. They were spotted out by Maka. The nade comes through, does a lot of damage as well. Arrow's going to be down almost 50% of his HP. Pretty much telling his teammate, no, we're not going for another boost. I know you want me to, Roman, but I'm not doing it. Oh, there we go. Demetrius going in for the peak. Still in that short position. Still looking to try and hem their way in here. Whilst we do have 2 players going back up towards A at the moment. Roman now going to try and get these kills. A flash comes out in the perfect time. Maka unable to see his opponent. Jogo from the long position going to be coming through. Looking to go for the spray. He misses a shot. He goes down. That is painful to see. And Roman is going to punish them. Finds 2. Maka goes down. That is the hard hitter on the side of Heat. They've been absolutely destroyed. Lucky, the second best player so far on the side of Heat, comes in, trying to be the saving grace. Finds 2. Goes for the third. Gets the damage, not the kill. Exercise. He's in the wrong place. Other side of the map. He has to save an AWP. How many save rounds have we seen from Heat? I swear it's like 6.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been far more than is normal. And I mean, we saw that one really weird save, right? Where they just didn't go anywhere, do anything. They just kind of hung around. And we were waiting to see if that would pan out into something. I think they had an idea, but just wasn't going to be able to actually come through. So have done a very good job of stopping them at every turn, and well, being able to hold on to that AWP, it could be that last lifeline that they have. Bearing in mind, folks, this was Heat's map pick. They were feeling confident coming onto this. Maybe there's a bit of recency bias in there. They're like, yeah, so haven't been doing too well on this map. We've been doing well. I mean, Heat have about a 75% win rate on this, if I'm not mistaken, over the last 3 months. So relatively small sample size. But, you know, they were trying to lean on that, and sAw have just shut them down at every turn.
I hate to say it, Jericho lost them that last round. I lost them this map as well. But that's going to be bomb dropped. Informational play from Maka. Gets the kill to Story. As this round got late on it, that's the real question. Ujerk spots out 1. Molly going to be going out. Not going to hit onto anything. Flash as well. Allows him to enter in. Maka's going to have to turn away. His position now low, and he's going to get pushed. He falls. His teammate had to run for the hills. Roman, I think, spotted him run as well. I'm not totally sure on that. Maybe he was just holding the angles instead. Lucky. He's got a nade in his hand. Spots out a player. Puts it away. It might be worth still throwing once you got it. They may not get a chance. Flash doesn't do its job though. Roman moved into the other position. It's going to be 3 versus 4. Advantage sAw side. They're looking to try and close this out now. This is for map point sAw. They want to steal away this map. They don't want to go to third map. Arrows. He gets tagged down heavily. 4 HP. X-Rail looking to try and stay alive. Smoke is going to be dropped. He's still going to get pushed. He plays around the smoke. He might well just be able to bring it back in for his team, but he looks the wrong way. Goes in for the spray. It's going to be Excised with a double kill. Famous. This leg may have, this round rather, might have legs on it, and there we go. Another kill coming through as well. Roman falls down. Mutu's left in a 1v2. Takes out the first one, going in for the second one. It's going to be a Deagle player. Jericho, the player who has to come through for his redemption arc, has to win this. Otherwise, they lose this map. This is so much pressure. Mutra is going to be playing this so well. He's got so much experience. He's just playing for the mind of this player who now has an AK. He's been spotted. Oh, he gets the kill, Joko! He keeps the dream alive. Diffuse kit picked up Sam, and oh. That was so close to a fantastic 1v2. And, I mean, Joko, there we go. 1 kill. Still managed to win the round.
Unfortunately, I think that Mutra is... There's like a momentary... Not a panic. Panic is too extreme a word. But there's that kind of like... He's walking through into water. He's checking all of his angles. He looks over to the left. Spots the player, and it's kind of a... And and that first shot just doesn't connect, but it gives away his position. And great reaction from Jocko to win out that duel. Oh, no.
Not a good start. Maka going down. Hard hitter. Jocko going to be playing aggressive. His position is going to be expected. Roman, who peeks around the corner but doesn't get the shot, and Aros takes down Exercise in the meantime. They're already down 2 players. This is not looking good for them. A site completely lost of control right now. Lucky has to go in for the rotation. He's not there in time. Udrex just played super aggressive. He's just run all the way down long, knowing that they've killed 2 players, that they might as well just go for the play here. So at the moment, they've got control. One of the players on the side of Heat is locked out. Lucky. Second Molotov going down. Bomb is being planted. Trying to come in for the retake from this back end is not going to be good. Lucky needs to wait for his teammates to come through. A little bit of distractive spray. Utrecht's going to be playing close and personal. That smoke going to be pushing them into his sight line, so they decide to play aggressive. Lucky's position is known. Story to get the kill. Utrecht's going to be playing around these boxes at the moment. Spots one, goes into the spray, gets the kill, helped by Story with his flash. X-Real, last player left alive. He has to win this 1v3. We can't do it. Story sends him packing. And what a game. GG, well played. Heat lose their map pick, and sAw steal it away in such a fantastic fashion.
Yeah, honestly, this has been one of the best performances we've seen from sAw on Overpass in a minute, at least for you and I.